That's a very good finish there, and well rowed. It's not always about staying in front, it's about sometimes keeping your composure.
Yep, no, exactly right.
So the next heat, Heat 2, Melbourne Girls Grammar School, Furbank Grammar and Sacred Heart. And those three boats are coming down the course now. We've got Amelia Cook, Sophia Barnaby, Ruby Hawkins, Erin Anthony and Olivia Dimonanti. And Furbank Grammar, we've got Phoebe Kemp, Matilda Quill, Polly Featherstone, Francesca Weber, Lucy McIntosh, and the coach there is Eliza Planinick. And for Sacred Heart, we've got Macy Dow, Zoe Van Droom, Zara Taylor, Sasha Baranski, and Ella Van Droom.
Just another close finish coming up here, Lynn, too. But just before we go to that, just been told we've had a lost mobile phone handed in, and it belongs to someone called Elsa. Now, we've checked the regatta program. Well, I haven't, but Liz, the hardworking Liz downstairs, has. There are 3 Elsas racing in this regatta. So if you're one of those 3 Elsas or someone else here with that name, your phone has been handed in at the finish tower. So please head along downstairs there, and Liz will happily give that back to you.
Right.
It is Melbourne Girls Grammar School. It's not your phone, is it? No, you've got yours.
No, I've
That's
got
good.
my
Melbourne
phone,
Girls
yes.
Grammar School leading here by a couple of weeks now, in fact, from Furbank Grammar. So pulling away late, that crew on lane 1. And then Sacred Heart, the local crew from here in Geelong over the far side, looked to be third. But yes, it looked close as they passed under the bridge. But in the end, Melbourne Girls Grammar School, too good. And they will go away and take the win here. And they'll win it probably by about 3 lengths. So a strong finish indeed to Melbourne Girls Grammar School. Amelia Cook, Sophia Barnaby, Ruby Hawkins, Erin Anthony. That's the third of the Anthony daughters in that boat, in fact, Lynn. And Olivia Diamantina, the cocks of that. It's been a good morning for the Anthonys so far.
So far it has.
So that's...
Bull rowers. To see these Olympic hopefuls, and some of them are Olympics, some of them are Olympic hopefuls, to see the way they row and what they're doing down there. And it is just encouraging to see that there are normal people that have just done exceptionally well with their training.
Yeah, no, exactly right. Always good to be up close and personal with elite level rowers, and I think that course is still used regularly for state time trials as well.
It is, because it is a straight 2K. They don't have to worry about bends, and there are good boys there that you can turn around. So it is still used for time
So
trials.
you can do a 2K time trial, but they can't race 2,000 metres there, I don't believe. at the
No,
moment.
no,
Not
you
enough
can't.
lanes.
Not enough lanes. Unfortunately, the top end has silted up, so we can't put buoys up there, or buoys if you're American.
American, yes. Okay.
We can't put the buoys up there, but what we can do is tell you that Melbourne Girls Grammar School is just besting Melbourne Girls College and Ballarat Clarendon in the third quarter final. And the Melbourne Girls College crew of Amelia Cook, Sophia Barnaby, Ruby Hawkins, Erin Anthony and Olivia Diamanti are just now ahead of the Ballarat Clarendon crew of Mayetta Hegney, Maggie Peel, Delaney Kopke-Veldis, Nina Sutherland and Darcy Harris, with the coach of Andrew Gelgen. And Melbourne Girls College falling back just a little bit now. Zara Horskins, Cecilia Castaldo, Willow Hirschbeck, Ella Moulton and Eve Howie.
Melbourne Girls Grammar School in the middle lane here was second at the Junior State Championships 3 weeks ago, and earlier this month, or last month I should say, went up to Penrith to race at the New South Wales Championship regatta as well. So a well-travelled crew from Melbourne Girls Grammar School, and they're comfortably clear here over a very good race, but for second and third. Ballarat Clarendon on this side, Melbourne Girls College on the far side of the course. It's Ballarat Clarendon just at this stage with about 100 metres to go, but certainly Melbourne Girls Grammar School will be the first crew through from this third quarter final to the semis of the U9 Division 1 quad. Ballarat Clarendon still just holding off Melbourne Girls College on the far side. They are holding on the Ballarat Clarendon combination at about 38 strokes per minute, and they'll get the job done and come across in second. So Ballarat Clarendon also through in lane number 1 to the semis of the Year 9 Division 1 Quad Scull, and Melbourne Girls College just miss out. They'll race in the C final.
That was an exciting race.
It was indeed, and again, yes, often in Division 1 you do get some great close racing, especially in these middle rounds of the regatta now, where spots in the later races really have to.
Division 1's Year 9s, Damascus College, Ada Madigan, Mary Hexter, Danny Crilly, Grace Rivet, Luca Henderson, and coached by Paul Blanchfield. And Loretto Turak in lane 2, Ella Schifferell, Camilla Jones, Emily Ralph, Emma Lynch and Stephanie Panis, and Melbourne Girls Grammar School, Amelia Cook, Sophie Barnaby, Ruby Hawkins, Erin Anthony, Olivia Diamantini, and Geelong College, Grace Jarman, Marlon Van Deren, Coco Young, Phoebe Whitehead and Phoebe Johnson. I should be counting the Cocos as well.
Yes, and the Phoebes, it sounds like,
And the
in that
Phoebes.
particular crew as well. Amazing how names do come into and eventually go out of favour over the years as well. And of course, yes, Erin Anthony in the boat here for Melbourne Girls Grammar School. Speaking of famous names in the sport of rowing, one of 3 Anthony girls racing at this regatta. The other 2 are in the Open 8s, and it could be a very successful day for the Anthony Milne family here on the Barwon River today. But they trail narrowly here from Loretto Turak in lane 2. Both look set to go through. That familiar pattern emerging of the 2 crews in the centre lanes with the 2 qualifying spots at this stage. But Loretto would have a bit over a length on Melbourne Girls Grammar School. They are the junior state champions as well as the winner of the St Catherine's Regatta, the crew from Loretto, whereas Melbourne Girls Grammar School also did have some success earlier in the season, and they're coming back here, Lynn, I reckon, the crew from Melbourne Girls.
Yeah, I think the lead has changed. I think it's Melbourne Girls Grammar School now, about half a boat length ahead of Loretto Turak. Damascus College and Geelong College look to be out of the A final placing. They will go to the B final, but it is Melbourne Girls Grammar School with a very strong finish over Loretto Turak to make it into the A final. Melbourne Girls Grammar School doing a great job there, really pushing forward. Now a boat length over Loretto Turak. It doesn't matter. They are both going into the A final later on today, and Damascus and Geelong, very close finish here for Damascus and Geelong. This could be another photo. Very close there. Oh,
Maybe Damascus just, but we'll need to check that result as well. And yes, Erin Anthony in the stroke seat of Melbourne Girls Grammar School had them coming home on 36 strokes per minute, and they did go straight past that crew from Loretto and won it well in the.
you can see there.
It's the one crew from Loretto Turak there, so that will be 4-2-3.
Yes.
Still awaiting race 4-1-4, which I think might be coming next, but this definitely is the Year 9 Division 1 at Quad Scull.
It certainly is. Division 1, Loretto Turak, Melbourne Girls Grammar School, MLCQ and Wesley College. And at the distance that we're at, we can't see yet who is winning, but in the Loretto Turak boat there is Eliza Scrifferell, Camilla Jones, Emily Ralph, Emma Lynch, Steph Panis is the Cox and Melbourne Girls Grammar School, Amelia Cook, Sophia Barnaby, Ruby Hawkins, Erin Anthony, Olivia Diamanti, and MLCQ, Holly Collette, Taya Dixon, Isabel Egan, Eloise Spinks, Abby Bourne, and coach Will Newnham there. And the Wesley College crew of Serena Lee, Audrey Schofield, Lexi Brown, Harper Clancy, and Sophia Katsitaris. So what can you see out the window?
Good racing here, Lynn. This race last year, Loretto Turak did win it, as they did of all the Year 9 races, but one of the smaller margins of the that Year 9 sweep, just 2 1/4 seconds over MLC last year, and I reckon they're similarly placed to here, the blue boat there of Loretto Turak. So on the outside lane, which means they were second in their semi-final, not the winners, but that doesn't matter if you're good enough to win it from the outside lane. And Loretto Turak, I reckon, have the edge on MLC. And there's Melbourne Girls Grammar School, who'd narrowly be third in this race.
That's right. They are coming through the McIntyre Bridge. And as they come under that bridge, those girls will be able to look up, see their banners. Their eyes should be up anyway. They can look at that banner. And I'm sure they have seen it several times now.
The most confusing of those banners on the bridge is one that says "Row Like Max is watching." I've no idea what that's about, but Row Like Max is watching.
I wonder if Max is their coach.
Maybe that's it. He's a
a firm presence, obviously, if he's made the banner in any case.
He's
I'm
made
sure
the
it means
banner.
something to one of the crews, but
Oh.
and it's right. It was right above Loretto Turak as they passed through in lane 1, and now I reckon, Lynn, they are extending Loretto Turak as they look to make it 6 wins here in Year 9. There's still one race to come, of course, with Division 9 yet to be on the course.
I think they are extending their lead now, and they're moving. It's interesting when they wear their hats, you can see their hats moving in rhythm, and that's a very good indication that the crew is moving together, all the hats moving at the same time. But MLCQ has moved up into second position. They have rode through Melbourne Girls Grammar School. Loretto Turak still in the lead, but MLCQ making a charge, very late charge now, but I don't think they're going to make it. What do you think, Richard?
Yeah, well, Loretto will get the win. It's going to be very tight in the line for second. Loretto by a length, they win Division 1. It will be close. Melbourne Girls Grammar School will get the silver and MLC the bronze. A desperate final surge from both crews. And MGGS just hang on. And then Wesley College, the far side. And so in the end, as Roger Wilson would say, down the page, 1, 2, 3 and 4. They finish in race order in race 423. And Loretto Turak have 6 from 9 here in the year.